Hey, Year 5, it's me again this week. I hope you're all well, and I hope you've all been having some fun as well as doing some home learning. We know that a lot of you have been working really hard at home because we have been seeing all the work that you have been sending through to Year 5 at harrisonprimaryschool.co.uk. And I must admit, all of us in Year 5 staff are really, really thrilled with the quality and the amount of work that we're starting to see coming through. And I hope you're enjoying seeing the celebration assemblies that we are putting together for you. So if you look at our YouTube channel and you look for celebration assemblies, you'll be able to see what all your friends have been up to. And there's been some fantastic work going on. So well done and keep it up. So this week I'm going to go through the different tasks that we've got for you. So first of all, if we just have a little look, this is what the folder will look like. So you will have a geography task, maths task and writing task, and then you will see your comprehensions, your SPAG and your spelling task and a science task laid out below. So very quickly, because these are things that you are already really familiar with, we have got the usual SPAG activity that you can click on and do. There's also a Mr. Whoops spelling activity for you to do, very similar to the ones that you've been doing so far. Don't forget, if there are words that you find tricky, okay, jot them down, keep a note of them, and get somebody in your family to test you from time to time so that you learn how to spell those correctly, as well as doing the Mr. Whoops mistakes. We also have two comprehensions for you. There's one about Pompeii and Vesuvius, some volcanoes that exploded, and the other one is a poem this week, and it's all about my longest journey. So that's something for you to have a look at. And if you've been doing a 1 star or a 2 star and you have started to get lots of answers correct, you might want to push your challenge up a little bit and go to the next star challenge, okay, and see if you can master that as well. The answers are included in the packs, so make sure you're checking your answers through and see how you're doing. We're also, if you look right down in the bottom corner, you can see where it says newsletter. If I just click on that, it's a newsletter from the library services at Hampshire. And basically what they have got for you is a new set of book lists about some ebooks that are available, and if you click on the link that's on it, you'll be able to go through to it. There's also a read at home challenge, okay, and some resources that you might want to have a look at, all to do with reading. So lots of useful information there for you to have a look at. Okay, let's have a look and see. I'll come back to the science one in a minute. I first of all want to go through the writing task with you. So as you know, we've been looking at natural disasters as part of our geography challenge. And this week's writing is to look at, okay, more natural disasters. You wrote an eyewitness account of a volcano exploding last week. This week, if you click on the task at the bottom, it tells you that you are writing about natural disasters. Okay, we've had lots of information in the comprehension for packs that we've given you recently. And this week you have got to research one type of natural disaster. So you can choose which one you want to do. You might choose earthquakes, you might choose tsunamis, you might choose wildfires or volcanoes. Okay, so you're just going to choose one of them, and we don't mind which one. And then, having done lots of research, and we have included some information packs on 3 of those, so you could base it on one of those, you are going to research and either write a leaflet, produce a PowerPoint, a fact file, or a poster to give us as much information as you're able to find out about that type of natural disaster. So the sorts of questions that I would expect you to cover are: how does this natural disaster happen? Okay, what needs to occur geographically for this natural disaster to happen? And then can you give us some examples of some of the worst ones and explain why it happened, what happened? Okay. And then finally, what effects are there after the natural disaster? Okay, that might be effects on the people that live there. It might be an impact on the farming or the the land use around where the natural disaster occurred, and it might just be some really interesting facts about what happened to businesses and tourism and other things having been through that natural disaster. Okay, we have put an example of a good one in a pack for you to have a look at to give you an idea of the sort of thing. So that one's all about tornadoes and it's there. So this is an example of a fact file. So if you look down it, there's a rhetorical question at the beginning. Have you ever wondered what happens when the earth gets angry? And then it tells you what this report is all about. It explains what a tornado is, how a tornado forms. Okay, if you notice then on the left there's a did you know fact box. Then it explains what tornadoes look like. Okay, so a lot of detailed information in there, and the extra bit that you could have added in is where they occur, and maybe give some examples of some ones that have occurred. The other three things in the file are all information packs that you can use to give you extra information. There's one on earthquakes, one on tsunamis, and one on wildfires. Okay, and don't forget there's been lots of information about volcanoes in the comprehensions that we've done recently. Or you can very carefully go online, making sure you always in your search include key stage 2 or include for kids, so that you search on things that are appropriate for your age group and search for information on whichever of those natural disasters you want to base your writing on. And then don't forget, when you've done it, send it to us, because we'll be really interested to read your fantastic writing. So that's the English task for the week. Your maths for this week is going to be a little bit of a mixture. So if you look at day 1, it's carrying on with area. So that's the first day. And then we're going back over some things on fractions that we have done in the past. So we're looking at equivalent fractions, and we're also looking at comparing fractions. Now, to help you with that, on the explanation of tasks letter that is in the folder, so that's here, there are a number of links that we've added in to try to help you with your learning. Okay, so the key one for you this week is going to be here, where it says this week this fraction war resource may be particularly useful. And if you click on that MathSpot link, it will take you to a fraction war, which will help you when you're finding equivalent fractions or you're trying to compare two fractions. You'll be able to see more clearly what they look like. So don't be frightened to use those resources. Okay, the other examples here are things that will help you when you've had to do things involving place value counters, and other work that needs you to have some equipment. So we've put some links in here, if you read through, that will help you. Okay, and you don't have to have precise place value counters. You can use Lego bricks, buttons, anything that's similar than that you can group into small amounts. Okay, you could also draw pictures. We do loads of those in maths at school, so don't be frightened to draw out what the place value counters or the deans might look like. Okay, so that's to help you with your maths. The other thing is that if you want to have a go at something in addition to the white rose, we've kept the link in for the IC maths. And so things that we did the week before last, you can go back in and do more of the problem solving activities that we gave you 2 weeks ago. Okay, told you about the writing task. What else have we got this week? Well, we have got a brilliant science activity. So we're continuing to explore reversible and irreversible changes. And there's a fabulous investigation that you can set up all about rust. Okay, so take a look at the science document that's in the folder and have a little look, have a go at the experiment, take some pictures. Don't forget to send them to us at Y5, okay, at harrisonprimaryschool.co.uk. We'll be really interested to see them. Now I'm going to go back out into the topic folder, because the topic folder has got 2 documents in this week. The first one is this one, the time zone task, and that's a little presentation that takes you through all the information that you'll need about time zones. Okay, and then when you've had a little look through that, that will give you enough information to have a go at the task document that's here. So that's geography. That's all to do with time zones. So to help you understand why, okay, when we're getting up in the morning here, people on the west coast of America are probably still fast asleep. They've probably only just gone to bed because there is a difference in the time zones. Okay, and so this task will help explain that to you. So that's a nice little geography task for you. Finally, if I go back in to our explanation document, been through all of these things, the very last thing in there this week is a computing task. So, have you had a chance to practice your coding at home? If you haven't, why not try using this website to build up your skills? Okay, Rapid Router is similar to Scratch, which we use in school, because it uses blocks to help you write an algorithm, your instructions. Okay, however, it's different because it creates little missions for you to try. So it gives you a little thing to achieve, and then you have a go at it, see if you can succeed. And there are 109 levels for you to challenge yourself with. And so, even in the last 20, it asks you to explore a different coding language. So that's really exciting. So if you enjoy coding, you've enjoyed using Scratch at school, this is a brilliant thing for you to have a go at. And again, okay, let us know how you get on. Send some pictures of what you've been up to, okay, to our website, year5@harrisonprimaryschool.co.uk. Now, finally, one very exciting thing that I want to share with you. Let me just see if I can find our celebration assembly. Here we go. And if I go to this flip, okay, you can see that Mrs. Saleh is very happy this week. Okay, because a big well done to Y5S. You have won the Times Table Rockstar Challenge for this week. Although Hayden in Y5R was the overall winner, you can see that Ewan and Millie and Jake, Linda and Caitlin from Y5S meant that we had 5 people in the top 10, Y5B had 3 people and Y5R had 2 people. So well done, please keep it up. And the most important thing is that you all keep safe. You all stay home, you have some fun, okay? You get out, you do your exercise, okay? And you send us loads of pictures of all those things as well as all the work you've been doing. We can't wait to see it and include it in next week's celebration assembly. Until then, okay, keep working hard, have some fun, take care, and best wishes to all of you. Take care. Bye.